All right, it's recording. Okay, so final. You have one floor plan, one elevation, one perspective, and three I'm going to change that to call this a feature drawing. So this could be furniture piece, appliance, lighting, something that is, like an element that you would highlight in a separate drawing. That can be done in the sketchbook on a smaller scale. So if you had let's see here. I'm going to look up. Mhm. Mhm. I'm looking up a chair that is show you. I'm going to do a different chair here for you and show you this. This is by the Danish designer Hans Wegner, mid-century Danish modernist, and it is called Papa Bear chair. It's a comfortable chair. I like it. I have sat in it, and it's at a showroom in the merchandise mart. It's quite a comfortable chair. So let's say I want to feature the Papa Bear chair in my let's say I'm doing a design for a living room. So I'm going to use Papa Bear chair, and I'm going to go to a new. This won't let me switch. So we'll just go back to the overhead. Okay. So a feature drawing of an object like Papa Bear chair can be relatively small. Oh, you can have a bent horizon line if you want, or you can correct it. And if I'm going to do like vanishing points here and here, I think I might just make this chair relatively small. The bottom is lower. The legs aren't actually that long. Get my, I like that. platform for the seat. So I can go up above the horizon line a little bit. There. And then push that leg back. Angle this one a little bit forward. I'll worry about the volume of the leg a little bit later. And it's going to come like that. Angle it a little bit so there's a little pitch to the seat. I know this angle's back, like that. There. And these arms angle kind of up. They're not, like this edge here, not going to the vanishing point because they angle upward a little bit. There's this little teddy bear arms reaching for you. And okay, something like this. The buttons. So just that stuff's up higher. So the tufting down here. Okay, you can see the seam is on the outside here. You can't see it on that side. This little this bit of wood on the armrest is really a nice feature. I remember sitting in it, and you put your hands on the armrest, and the wood goes to your wrist rests on the wood, and it makes your hand feel really good. It's almost like it's like cool and smooth, and it's the wood is very soft. It's nice. There. This should be that. Decent. Do something here so it doesn't look so blank. Okay. All right. So that's decent. It's not actually not a. I'm going to have to do something to keep this arm from looking too flat. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's a modernist wing chair or a wingback chair. One, two, three, four. So there are 4 buttons. One, two, three, four. Yeah, something like a detail like that button, I would take the time to make sure that button get the right amount, the right number of buttons, because it'll just help it to look more like it's really this chair when you have that. If you get all some of those smaller details. Good. So this is, yeah, this I might clean it up a little bit, but again, I'd like you to maintain the sketch quality. So that's actually pretty good. You can't, in the photograph, I can see the fourth leg back here, but my perspective is not exactly the same as the photograph. And so if I go from here to the vanishing point on the right, here, vanishing point on the left, they cross underneath the seat, and so you cannot see the fourth leg. So you don't want to like, boop, stick a little extra leg down there because you think something really ought to be there. Nothing there. It's under, yes, I mean it's there, but it's not seen. Good. If I've got like, just like sketching a little shading here. Good. All done. There. Good job. Yeah, so like you can have like furniture, appliances. If it's a kitchen, you can do the like the overall, like the entire, like the stove appliance. You can do sink hardware. If you have like interesting sink hardware, and in your perspective drawing, and like so, like in all of like the plan elevation perspective drawing, you'd only see like you would see the sink hardware really small at best. You could make a larger drawing like this is just the sink hardware. Especially if you choose something interesting. Lighting, if you've got pendant lighting of a specific type, you might not have really like clear perspective. Like if it's like a globe style pendant light, you would not necessarily have. I mean, you really are. You wouldn't really need to worry too much about perspective. Um, um, so if I like, this is actually a style of light that I like. Let's go back to um, well, sorry about this. Internet's a little slow. Here we go. It's a this. Seems like nothing is happening. Oh, there we go. Finally. All right, so there's this corded pendant light, and I like this kind of like this metal shade on it is pretty interesting. And so, that I'm going to draw that. There we go. All right. So now here, if I had this pendant light hanging here, I might use the vanishing points. Or like, I'm going to bring it lower. and make it like a flat box first so I can get the foreshortening of the bottom. And I can also find the center by crossing the diagonal there and there. There's the middle, and then straight up. That's where the cord would be. And then look at the shape of this. Which is that curves in here. Move those back up a little bit. And then this, curve that, turn that into an ellipse. That centered here. Okay. To me, the most important thing would be to draw the shade. I think I might draw this a little bit larger on a separate sheet, but that. Good, and I don't think I'd be able to see the bulb at this angle. I'd like there to be more underneath it to see inside enough. Okay, good. So there's another featured drawing. Okay. So I think these could be in Sketchbook, one per page. That way you can make them larger. I think, looking at this, I would make this bigger. That's a little small. I don't really need to make it that small. I don't have to combine it with the chair. I think drawing it larger would allow me to draw more detail. So if I, let's see, put this around here and decide I'm going to do like approximate my perspective. Like that. I think I'd have to a little bit flatter still. And it's about centered there. This down, and then this sticks up. Like this, doing a drawing like this also helps you to think about, and it helps you to understand the design of anything a little bit better if you've had to draw it. So, because if I want to make it look like this specific design, then I have to look at the design and understand what its what its details are, what its features are. Point off of the bottom of that. Bring this down. It'll come inside that rectangle. Boy, that's just nuts. It's a little bit wobbly. More down. It's a little bit of a lip, but it doesn't curve back. Better. And this still needs to go down more. That's better. There, that's better. That's better. That looks more symmetrical. This was the lines here were a little too heavy. Okay. Good. And right back with some marker. I'd like you to color them also. The closest marker I have to the color I'm looking at is that. I think a little color study, color test is better to the nose. Well, maybe a warm gray. Dimension here. Right. to just go approximate my color. Some of this. Yeah, that's good. It's like a off-white enamel on the inside. And then I think my yellow. I think this more brighter, happier yellow is color I want there. Oh yeah, that's good. This is gray. So yeah, it's like a really dark gray. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's good. A little bit dirty from the soft graphite, but I kind of need that. I like the soft graphite just because I can control it better. You might draw like with I mean, you might even start drawing if you know you're using yellow for the color, you might even start drawing with yellow instead, or like maybe this like a ochre color, just so that it can show up, but you're also working with color. That way, you won't get that kind of that dirtiness that comes from the graphite.